Alright, that was a bit awkward. Should be working now. Right. Yep, we are back. That was a bit awkward. Wasn't it? It should be the same stream delay as the last time, so about like half a minute to a minute. That's a normal latency apparently. I can't move it higher than that, or else it's going to, well, not work. Hold on, give me a minute to like try. I'm trying to cut down on how many applications I've opened at once. Anyways, good evening, gents. How are you doing today? Right, apparently my stream is telling me that I have some trouble with the uh, buffering and stuff, but oh well. I think it's mainly due to the loading of stuff in War Thunder. Anyways, another match. Let's go. Oh, Game Bros. Sorry about that. Taking off now. Right, the delay might be a bit higher this time around, but how's the quality of the stream? Is it working fine? If it looks like I'm a bit silent right now, it's just because we're kind of climbing and doing not much else. Level off our climb, and now we start hunting. Hunting for Ruskies. Alright, 1 times radar contact to our right. They have plenty of radar contacts to pick from. For targets, I guess. 1 times. Hostile. Fox 1! Oh, missile just blew up, I guess. Let's try again. Fox 1. Pushing to 8, 9. Yeah, he's just gonna pass by. This guy's just gonna pass by too. Can I turn fast enough? Nope. Nope. Well, a flogger swooped in and decided that I needed to die, so I guess I did. Unfortunate. No, no, this green camo is totally unnecessary. It's just my uniform. I'm kind of stuck with this. I'm not normally an aviator, okay? I'm playing a game. Yeah, I kind of got slapped out of the sky right there. Not a great situation to find myself in. Alright, next match. Hopefully we have a bit more success, because tonight has not been great so far. Check the map. There's probably going to be a bunch of guys to the right, but that's going to be way too much comfort. This is not a dogfighter jet. So we're going to flank around and get around your sides. We're not really climbing optimally right now, but I don't think it's needed. I'd rather just have the speed on hand in case someone just kind of runs at me immediately. Because someone might. I'm keeping a close eye on my radar right now. Turn. That's gonna burn a good 200-300 kilometers per hour off of my speed, but I needed to turn around at some point. F4C looks like a good target. I'm diving on him. A lot of speed during these turns. Lock on Fox 2! And he's already dead before a missile could reach him. Well, that happened. Yeah, it doesn't say that I have anything mapped to my air-to-air missiles, because I don't have a specific button that allows me to fire it. Like, it doesn't have a button assigned to the air-to-air missile, but I have one assigned to selecting weapons, that means that I can still use it. It's just that I don't just press a button and it automatically starts working. I have to switch between what weapons I have. And I prefer this arrangement because there's already so many keys that you have to keep in mind that, well, also that's a kill. There's so many keys that you have to keep in mind that it's, in my opinion, not worth it trying to have another key specifically for one missile. Should have pulled some flares. He's low on speed. Oh, well, he's dead. Never mind. And now the entire enemy team is dead. Our allies took care of them. That's what she said in the chat. That's what she said. Right now I'm just going after some ground targets because I have nothing else to spend my munitions on. So I might as well. Mission accomplished. That's a W. Right there. That's a W. Yeah, whenever, going back on a previous point, whenever we meet, both teams meet, it kind of just becomes a furball of death, basically. Everything goes to hell in a handbasket, and everyone basically has to fend for themselves to survive. There are some that are able to work with teammates, but I'd say that that's rarely the case. It's mostly just, well, is the chat box not working, by the way? Because as far as I know, the chat box doesn't seem to be working. Although the stream quality seems to have stopped chugging. Always one problem or another. Ladies and gentlemen, another match, another day. We are with some Phantom Charlies and a single Phantom Echo Juliet, which is basically the Japanese version of my plane. They get the same stuff, so there's no difference between them, as far as I know at least. Might be a bit odd, but there's some little preparations you have to do before I actually have to, am able to be in a fight, like my radar and my weapon systems. Those I have to manage manually, so I have to select a weapon and change my radar so it has a wider view, and it also searches, well, displays a longer distance, because 90 kilometers isn't quite enough, because you can detect people at around 30 if you're high enough. The closer you get to the ground, harder it is to detect enemy jets because the ground interferes with it. And now, we climb. Okay, chat box works, thank you. Now, the enemy team should be around this area to near A, about like a few clicks above them. So we should probably be able to find some targets with the radar, although they might also be near the deck. And by that I mean near the ground. might be a bit hard to find them using radar. No targets yet. Big 21 on the left. They're called fish beds, by the way. The NATO reporting name for the old fish beds is, well, sorry. The NATO reporting name is fish bed. The make of it is actually called the MiG-21. Right now he's kind of near their airbase, so, well, not a great thing. Lock. Fox 1. Now, since my radar has a lock on him, I don't really have to do much except for keep my radar pointed towards him. And I don't need to point my nose like that towards him either, because the radar is on a gimbal. And that allows me to lock onto a enemy aircraft and then basically turn my plane around and keep tracking him. It sweeps in a 120-degree cone in front of me and can track in the same direction. Very useful. You'll find out quickly that Project Wingman plays really differently from War Thunder. War Thunder is, well, you're probably going to be playing propeller planes in a while. It's only really the dedicated ones, or the ones that pay, that get all the way to jets. Fox 2. Alright, I'll quickly go over to Fox, what the Fox means. Basically, Fox 1 is a radar, semi-active radar missile, so it's a missile that homes in on radar reflections on enemy aircraft. So you have to paint your enemies with radar, which is what the square above them shows, basically. It's showing the radar lock. Oh shit. G35 jacket. Oh god. That thing is dangerous. I should not be in a dogfight with him, but, well, sometimes things kind of happen and I'm not in a good spot. Let's just say that. I would call for backup, but I'm very far away from any friendly, so my hope right now is mainly just to try to get him to overshoot me. And overshooting... Oh, bloody hell. And overshooting basically means... bollocks. Overshooting basically means that he goes so far, he goes so fast that he goes past me. Well, that didn't exactly happen. We ran into another F4 and we kind of got clobbered. You guys seem to be having fun in the chat. Yeah, Fishbeds was a randomly assigned identifier by NATO. I could have done better, but at the same time, I also got 2 kills, which in my opinion, and for that game, and for high-tier jet battles, is good enough, because up here, you end up getting into situations where you kind of just can't win, because you're up against competent players, unlike the lower battle ratings, mainly because the only ones that are able to get all the way here have played for a very long time. G-locking myself isn't quite a problem for me because I have the G-suit and I have a high-level pilot. That means that he doesn't black out as easily. So blacking out isn't quite a problem for me. It's mainly a problem of not being able to turn fast enough because this thing turns like a goddamn brick. And on the point about fish beds, yeah, I mean that's kind of how data reporting works. That's we. Yeah. Also, I think this is. I know a story about a Russian bomber. So they named their us NATO basically back in like the Cold War named the bomber the Bear, and the Russians overheard that on the radio, having American pilots call it Bear. So it ended up sticking with the Russians too. So they call it Bear, and we also call it Bear. Kind of a funny thing, really. I think it was the Tu-95, but I'm not sure. I don't remember anymore. It's been a while. Look. This is 2035. I'm connecting to you through a machine that technically shouldn't work, but it does. Even if it's using a 20-year-old graphics card and a 20-year-old processor. Because reasons. I'm not paid enough to care, okay? I'm not paid enough to care. What, Foley? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. DLT just wanted to check up on what I was doing. That's Lieutenant for those of you who don't know military lingo. He's basically one rank higher than I am. I'm a sergeant. I lead a squad, which is basically 9 to 10 dudes. That's an enemy jet. Fox 1. Alright, let's see if this connects. You see, yeah, he doesn't see the missile apparently. And there goes his corpse, rocketing past me. That's not gonna hit. That was definitely not going to hit. Yeah, Bear for bomber. It's quite an interesting thing, really. This one wants to kill me. This guy wants to kill me. Well, sucks to be him because I'm just gonna run away. Or not. Apparently, I couldn't even see that missile, and I got whacked by someone else. By someone called Vape Mom. Vape Mom out of all people. Now, isn't that embarrassing? Right, the game might be a bit wonky each time I go through a loading screen because that's just kind of how it works. So whenever I suddenly the stream starts flickering, that's probably because I'm loading into a battle or outside of a battle. Yeah, solid kill from 4 kilometers out. Yeah, I mean, normally you should be fighting at beyond visual range with those missiles, so that like around 20, 30 kilometers, but well, you don't get to do that in War Thunder because everyone flies near the goddamn ground. So you end up mostly using them between 5 to 20 kilometers, never above that. Even though they should theoretically be able to strike at that range, the effective range is only about 15 to 20 kilometers. Honestly, I've seen some worse names out here. Very much worse names. Yeah, gotta go fast and go through boom and zooms. The F4 Phantom was built for speed and climb rate. Not so much for turning. When you turn, you kind of bleed off all your speed and die. And when you bleed off all your speed, you're kind of doomed. I'll just say that. Speed is life, and altitude is insurance. The F4 has plenty of those if you know how to fly it. Well, if you don't, and you overly rely on your missile technology, you're not gonna have a great time. Let's just say that. You're not gonna have a great time. Now we turn around, level off our flight, and search for targets. Anyone that's near our height, we should be able to acquire and destroy. So for now, I guess it's just to be a bit of flying in a straight line, trying to find a target. You have to zoom very, very far away from someone before you turn, because everyone around here now has missiles, and you have to be very careful how close you want to close in. Also, there's a contact here somewhere. I can't see him yet. Nope. Eyes on. Fox 1. Wait for the missile for a bit. Fox 1. Is that F5 going for me? Oh, got a hit on the F5. He's a bit smoky, I think. Anyways, all we're gonna do is we're gonna go transfer our speed into altitude, and then do a turn at low speed, so we won't burn the leftover we have. Now, what this is going to do is that it's going to allow me to regain my speed by going lower in altitude by, like, diving. So I'm trading speed for altitude, and then altitude back into speed. And that's how you do a vertical turn, and keep your momentum going. I will not try to turn in a starfighter. I will not pilot a starfighter because I don't have one in this game. And those things are basically just darts. They're lawn darts, man. They fly straight, that's it. If you try to turn with it, you kind of can't. You just can't. There's no argument around it, you just can't. They're less maneuverable than F4s, and these things are bricks, I tell ya. These things are already bricks. Fox 1! Come on. Ah, damn it. Alright, I'm gonna switch to heat seekers, so these are Fox 2s. Fox 2! Heat-seeking missiles are Fox 2s. Radar, semi-active radars are Fox 1s. Come on. Ah. Turning, if I kept on turning, I would have burnt off way too much speed. I killed someone early, I think. This guy on my tail? Nope. Anyways, I was trying to search for a target. My radar trying to search for a target, but this guy's way too close to the ground, so my radar can't pick him up. So I have to close in either to gun range or to infrared missile range, because infrared doesn't care how close you are to the ground. Locking on, turning on the Sidewinder right now. Red. Fox 2. Let's see if this one connects. I don't think he's dodging. He's not dodging. He's not dodging. He should die. Or the missile just doesn't lock. That's fantastic. The F-14 isn't in this game, if you're wondering. I kind of wish it was, but like War Thunder can't exactly add everything at the same time. Why are none of my missiles connecting? I have 1 times Sparrow and 1 times Sidewinder left, and I don't want to waste them. There's 3 enemy aircraft left. One of them just shot down one of our buddies. All right, I think I see the problem now. We're actually just going too fast for the missiles to lock on, probably. So I kind of just have to close in the gun range. I'm fast enough to chase them. Switching Sidewinders. 2 clicks. Ah, fuck it, let's try it. Might as well. Fox 2. You should see the missile. This doesn't connect. He just goes faster than a missile. Welcome to jet combat, I guess. I have 1 minute of fuel left, so I don't have much chase in me left. I have to... Yeah, I'm kind of in an emergency right now, actually. Shame. Wave off. Right, I'm on 1 minute of fuel left. I need to run all the way home on this 1 minute of fuel. Or else I'm gonna crash somewhere into the ground. So yeah, it might be a pretty big of a problem. I know I should have brought more, but I'd like the extra bit of agility you get, so well. Cut back on the throttle, 50% thrust, we don't need to go super fast, and I'll just glide all the way back home. On 45 seconds of fuel left. I hit the afterburner a bit too hard. Anyways, welcome to the stream, whoever has been joining lately. I now have 30 seconds of fuel left, and I am... Honestly, I can't tell how far I am from home, but I should be able to make it. I have quite a bit of altitude stored up, and I also have 900 kilometers per hour of speed, so that should be plenty enough to get me back home. Of course, if anyone tries to intercept me right now with another jet, I'm gonna just get swatted right out the air, so I kind of don't want that to happen. And I want to get this landing to stick, because I only have 1 attempt, because I am going to go out of fuel in 20 seconds. And also, there's no way to eject my missiles. I can't just ditch it and try to drop my weight. Coming in for a landing. And we are now out of fuel. Bit of an issue, don't you say? Now all I'm going to do is a bit of a sharp turn to try to burn off my speed a little bit before we hit the ground. Because I want to be able to actually deploy my landing gear and not have it ripped off right under me, which is going to be a problem if I go too fast. Landing, flaps, everything should be good for landing. Just need to drop my speed a bit more. Touchdown. Parachute auto deploys, and looks like it's going to be a successful landing. And the enemy fish bed is in the goddamn stratosphere. I don't know what he's doing up there, but he must be having fun right now. Vector keeps invading my ads. Why is Vector invading your ads? That seems like a intriguing thing to happen. Still 2 enemy jets up in the air. I'm gonna take back off, and I'm gonna go clobber them. I have 1 kill under my belt this match. Let's see if we can make it 3. Shall we? Now we climb. Now, the problem we have here is that we don't really know where the enemy planes are. We know the general location, which is near their base. Well, you know what? Never mind. I guess the game just made me eat my words. There's one right there. I'm gonna go after him. pick up speed. Right now the radar isn't picking him up because he's way too close to the ground. Because everyone flies too close to the ground nowadays. No sense of safety and all. He might be spiking me with missile. Nope, he's going after a Mirage, I think. Is he? Should be. My hard turn. Let's go after him. I now have a full load of missiles. I can afford to just splurge some on bad blocks. I don't think he's actually going that fast. Yeah, he's not. Nope, he is going that fast. Alright, I guess I'm gonna try to pick up speed and chase him. Mirage is turning, trying to get evasive. Fox 2. Let's see if this connects, but it's probably not going to. The missile's gonna lose all speed after a moment. Alright, let's see who is faster. I think have the faster speed, Mr. Vlogger. And yes, the NATO reporting name for the MiG-23 is the Vlogger. I'm not kidding, that's the actual thing. Alright, see ya, Raiden. Good night, man. Alright, it seems like the MiG-23 is currently faster than I am. That is currently posing a problem because I cannot catch up to him. Well, unless he does an oopsie and decides to turn a bit too hard, and that lets me catch up to him. At least just enough for a missile launch. Fox 2! Got him! That's 2 kills. And the last guy on their team left the match. He just landed and left the match and decided that it wasn't worth the repair cost. GG. Dried apricot. It looks like he has left. How unfortunate. Sorry, I only just read your message now, Vector. It's, I guess it's called Victory. Or was it Vectory? Not too sure. Good match in the F4. Could be better, but oh well. We got out of that alive, and that's what matters. Even if we nearly ran out of fuel halfway through the match because I decided to take in 20 minutes of fuel and not 30. And if I took 30, I could have killed that MiG. Oh well. Things happen. And we are in another match. Oh, before we go, let's go take 30 minutes of fuel this time, a full tank, and not run out of fuel halfway through the match like we just did a few minutes ago. Change the radar, select the weapon, and we are good to go. Current match has mostly top tier jets like the F4E and the F4E Phantom, well, the E version of Phantom. The C is quite a bit lower on the list because it has worse missiles available to it. I mean, this is one of the perks of playing top tier. You're always down tier, no matter what. because you're the top tier in the game. You cannot go down. Sorry, you cannot go up, so you must go down in terms of battle rating. So you're always going to end up with teammates and enemies of lower battle rating. So yeah. Wait, what the fuck? Somehow I'm getting a radar return over there, inside the ground. Inside the ground! Well, that's a bit wonky. At least just enough for a missile launch. Chat is being a bit interesting, you know, okay. I guess chat is just being interesting. That person... Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Or something like that happens to you. Don't do drugs, kids. Well, if you're not a kid and you're an adult, you still don't do drugs because... Well, most of the time they're going to be not very good for your health and safety. And you don't exactly want that. Oh boy. Oh, bollocks. It's burning a ton of my speed, I think. Yeah, it looks like it burned a ton of my speed. Well, he's dead. Box 1. That's probably gonna miss. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna miss. Unless... Oh no, it's missed. Unfortunate. I think we burned too much speed. Yeah, we're good. We're kind of going towards the ground. I don't know. Easy. Where are all the enemies? Apparently one's up all the way there in the sky, and the other one's near the ground over there. Let's slowly turn around and not burn up all our speed while doing this maneuver. Box 1. I'm gonna double tap it with a box 2. And I'm gonna go after this F5 that's currently trying to maneuver with a... I can't fire missile, can't fire missile. There's a Sukhoi 17 that's going really cool. Oh god. Oh wait. I'm getting locked on by someone, I think. Nope, I'm not. But there's an F4. There's an F4 in need of a destruction. Hits. Kill. Right. Oh boy. This is a confused goddamn melee. Shit. Box 2. That's not gonna track. That's not gonna track. How many sidewinders do I have left? I have 2 sidewinders left. I can't turn enough to get the missile off properly. Right now I'm just pointed a bit too far to get a good launch solution on this guy. He's going to the vertical, and that's, Oh, well. That was a trap. That happened. Man's high on the Advils, yo. Even if it's Advils, and it's something you can pick off the shelf, I don't recommend it. I do not recommend those things. There's all of these extra bits of stuff I can install, but I'm not going to. Research and install, but I'm not going to. I'm a bit jumping all over the place with my topics, but oh well. I would give you some tricks on how to fight in beyond visual range. So like 15 to 30 kilometers away from your opponent. But the problem is that it rarely ever happens in this game because everyone flies at deck level, and I can't do any BVR things because no one wants to go and fight a F4 Phantom in BVR because you're the best at it at this BR. You're the best at it in the game. So I'm kind of just, well, stuck here, kind of fighting people that are like 500 meters off the ground, dogfighting. Like as if they're playing bloody propeller planes and not supersonic jets with missiles. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far. It's been, what, 40 something minutes since the stream started? Probably more than that, since we had a failed start. And that didn't exactly go well. We are going to climb all the way to 6,000 meters up in the air, and we are going to level off that altitude and start scanning for targets. Honestly, even on lower graphics, War Thunder looks pretty good. Hold on, I need to get a screenshot of this. There we go. Better. We've also climbed a bit too high in my pursuit of a good screenshot. Now I have 2 kilometers of extra altitude that I need to bleed off. There's 2 times targets over here. There's 2 times targets. Right now, since there's someone at BVR range, I might as well talk about this. Alright, so standard procedure for BVR combat is to lock onto the target, fire a missile, and then start maneuvering slowly. And that means go into one direction, and if you pick up a lock from your opponent, you're going to turn away and keep within radar lock. So hold on, I need to kill this guy real quick. Fox 2. He needs to be taught a lesson about not just kind of trying to go spike someone. And there's our MiG from earlier, having successfully dodged my missile. Missed. Oh well. I'm not going to try to turn and fight that MiG, because that's going to end up in a very bad day. His shots weren't accurate, so I decided not to dodge. Would have been more of a risk to try to dodge them, because he probably sprayed them all over the place. Radar locked somewhere. Getting radar locked. Fox 1. Getting radar locked by someone. Ah, bloody hell. Well, I didn't pay attention to my back, and I got hit by the Sidewinder right up the ass. Mr. Dried Apricot, you're kind of, that's, I would like to re-explain it because that was not explained very well. Yeah, that's not how you do PBRs. I'm sorry. I badly explained it. I kind of got interrupted by some jet that presented a target of opportunity, and I had to take it. I'm sorry about that. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Bit of a rocky start to the stream, but it's been going well so far. I should have a video coming up sometime this week, although it might not be right away. When I said week, it probably was going to end up during Saturday or Sunday. Although I'm probably not going to upload it Saturday, since I already have a planned stream for my deployment to Altus there. So look forward to that. I'll be explaining what I did when I was on deployment back in like August, I think. Yeah, back when I was deployed to Altus. With the 7th. Mr. Dried Apricot, I would like to re-explain the whole beyond visual range fighting thing. It's 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. over there in 2021. Well, over here it's about the same time. I need to check real quick. Yeah, in local time it's 10:11. Well, 10:12. So I guess the time matches, except that I'm a few years apart, let's just say. Leveling out at 6 clicks. And we begin searching for targets. Now pay attention to the radar. The returns, if there is a single bar, that's an enemy. If there are 2 bars, that is a friendly aircraft. And you don't want to shoot friendly aircraft, you want to shoot the enemy. Hold up. Radar lock. Over here, search. Oh boy, there's a bunch of targets. One times target over here. One over there. Looks like it's just these 2. Let's see. Box 1. So, beyond visual range, lock onto the enemy, fire a missile, and start turning away and keeping your radar on target. I'm locking and lock on by 2 people, and if I move around like this, I can dodge their missiles, because their missiles are gonna. Never mind. I guess that doesn't work. I guess the game will just make me eat my goddamn words. Mr. Dried Apricot seems to be having the time of his life repeating my words and mocking me with it. Hey, you try flying a jet. It's not that easy. That timing was bloody horrible. Hooray. Sometimes you win, sometimes you get smacked by the game. It's just how it is. Another match. Let's see. I think this is going to be 90% top tier played. So F5Es and F4Es on our team. MiG-23M loggers on their team, and MiG-21. I think it's either BIS or SMTs on the enemy team. Yes, flying is the easy part. The hard part is to keep it up in the air. Well said, Mr. Victory. Well said. Level off. And oh boy, there's already some wanker out there that needs to be hit with a bloody missile. Getting locked by a bunch of people over there to the right. Box 1. Now, one problem with BVR is that you have to keep lock on one person, the person you have to target, for the length of the duration where your missile is traveling. So I kind of have to keep my lock onto him and just kind of sit here. How close is that jet? That jet is way too close. Hold on. I'll keep my other target within.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Box 2. Might hit, might not hit. Hit. There we go. Yeah, the heat seekers are a bit more reliable than the opposite. Oh boy, missile. I'm getting locked, that's not great. Come on, overshoot me, man. He's trying to hit me with guns. Oh boy, he actually hit me. He crashed into my corpse. Serves you right, man. You guys seem to be having fun in the chat there. Quite a bit of fun, it seems. Either be splashed or be splashed. I didn't say that right, didn't I? Yeah, I didn't say that right. I meant to say splash or be splashed. Splashing a plane basically means that you shoot it down. But it's a bit less of a mouthful to say than shot down an enemy aircraft. Instead, you say splashed an enemy aircraft. It's a bit easier to say. And in the military, people like streamlining things because every second counts there. So you end up with the uses of splash rather than using shot down. Shot down still gets used, but I'd say it gets used more informally than formally. YouTube does not let me create a super chat, allow for super chats right now. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, this time it's the American team and the German team and the Russian team versus the American team. The wonders of War Thunder. Yeah, I don't have a super chat thing set up, and I doubt anyone would really want to throw around super chats right now, considering how small of a channel I am. Just kind of starting out here in my own little corner. I swear to God, someone's gonna end up. You seem to be special in terms of. I mean, I guess nay-naying on an aircraft does work. It's just that no one's gonna take you seriously if you say it. Or they're just gonna be taking you as you're just kind of joking around with. What the hell? That was a weird. Okay then. Alright, weapon selection on. Sparrow's armed. Let's splash this bandit. Box 1. Looks like we're both on the same approach path, and I'm getting packet loss or something, or lag, because right now I am teleporting. Seeker on, Fox 1. One thing the F5 is better at than the F4 is turn fighting, and right now that's kind of what we kind of ended up in. However, I have buddies, and he doesn't. And that's what matters here. Never mind, he also has buddies. I feel like I'm getting worse and worse at the game, somehow. Somehow. Maybe just a hunch right now. Just a hunch. I've been playing War Thunder for over an hour, and I feel like my brain is slowly turning into, not working. Remember to hydrate yourselves if you haven't already. could go right directly towards the enemy, but that's gonna end up in suicide, so I'm not. Look, time doesn't exactly flow differently from your place right now. At least right now. Welcome to Ramirez streams, where it's technical issues. Every stream so far, but then again, I've only had my debut stream and this stream. Hope you guys are having fun hanging out in the chat, because you certainly seem to be enjoying yourselves. One time's hostile in the middle of God knows where. Alright, box one. I think he's trying to dive. Yeah, he's trying to dive. Lost lock on him. Who should I go after next? There's the MiG-23 down low, but that's a bit too low for my taste. Burn too much speed if I try to reach him there. J7 seems like a good target. So is the F5 over here. I can't get a radar lock. Kind of. Nope, nope, hold on. Box one. I don't think I can hit him. And I can't turn enough to get to the F5C, so I have to just run away for now. How do I go about this? Actually, I don't think it matters, because we're kind of decimating the enemy team, and I'm just gonna try to get one or two kills in. There's two enemies left, and both of them are right in front of me. Oh, boy. Alright, lit him on fire. Hopefully he dies, because right now, he looks like he's dying. Someone's gonna steal my kill. Yep, there we go. Someone stole my kill. Nice. Welcome to War Thunder.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Just going after some ground targets now. I don't have any ammunition left. Oh well. Time to get back home. Shrek was inducted into the National Film Registry last year. That's a pretty good thing to happen, I think. I think it's funny. That's why. I just realized right now, but apparently my head is blocking the radar. Hold on. Let me move myself real quick. Let me move myself. This will probably be slightly better. This arrangement. It's starting to get a bit tiring, so I think I'm gonna play one or two more games and end the stream here and just do a bit of chatting afterwards. You guys doing okay today? Someone apparently decided to bring anti-tank missiles into a jet battle. Well, I mean, there's no real good place to put my face, my mug. Hold on. I'll just put it over here. It's good enough. Now let's see. 2 times radar contacts. I think I'll go for the higher one. Select my missiles and arm them. I'm getting pinged by someone on radar. I'm gonna see if I can snap around behind the enemy aircraft. I'm getting a bit. I don't quite like the influx of radar pings on me recently. Watch one. And there's probably someone chasing me, right? Can't see. I need to get closer to my enemy. Oh, he's diving? One lock. And
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
missile off the rail. Let's see if it connects. That's not gonna connect. Alright, I'm gonna go for this guy instead. Oh, a bit closer comfort. That went by faster than trying to lock onto me? Doesn't look like it. Someone is probably locking onto me, I think. I'll drop some flares. And then turn around. Alright, let's spank these motherfuckers. Get me a lock, please. Not on that target. Destroyed. I also took some pretty heavy damage. Not great. Come on, lock Fox 2. Never mind, he's already dead. Turn into a bloody fireball. Oh well. Base is right there. Time to head back and grab myself some missiles, repairs, and fuel. Right now it looks like my pilot's unconscious and my Rio's taken over somehow. I don't know how that works, War Thunder, but okay. I guess it does. I think, yeah, that's a runway. Just slowly meander to it. We're in no rush. The last aircraft on the enemy team is somewhere in the distance, so we don't have to worry about him yet. I'm gonna cut off our thrust and start slowing down for a landing. We're a bit too fast right now, actually. Down a bit. Time to put our gear out. Touchdown. No, I guess we might have snapped our frontal gear, and now we're kind of nosediving into the ground and somehow not ripping ourselves apart. Welcome to War Thunder. Oh hey, our teammates got the last guy. We are also the target for the blind hunt. That's gonna last 2 minutes, but we all know it's not gonna last 2 minutes because the last enemy guy's dead, tickets are gonna bleed out, and it's gonna be the end of the game.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
Looks like that's it. And we have survived. We probably still had to take a bit of money to repair the aircraft. It's probably not as bad as losing the whole thing. We have unlocked a new thing for our aircraft, which is nice. I'm not going to go after the ability to install bombs because I feel like bombs are a bit useless in most situations. I'm going to get fuselage repair. It's quite a bit less expensive than cover and airframe in terms of how much research experience you need for them. Anyways, we'll do one or two last battles and then we'll end it here. It's been fun chatting with you guys and playing War Thunder. But I think it's time to end it soon. So, one last battle. One last hurrah. One last dance. In the Phantom for the night. Weapons online. Let's do this. War Thunder. Now we climb into the sky. The Phantom's a sexy aircraft, not gonna lie. Now we level off. And we'll search for a target. Let's see what we can find, shall we? 1 times contact, 2 times contact, 3 times contact. On radar. So we have one guy over in the corner over there. I think that's this person. Nope, there's a guy high up. Didn't need over here. Fox 1. He certainly knows the missile's coming, but, well, will he dodge it? That's the question. I need to get into a favorable position for launch. Right now, I'm a bit too far, I think. Fox 1. There's also two contacts up in the air over here. F4E just whizzed by me. Fox 1. Versus we locked. No hits. MiG-23 up in the stratosphere. Someone's on my 6, I think. Someone's trying to get on my 6. Actually, no, I'll just go after this guy.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Come on, Fox 2, Fox 2. There we go. Hit him. That was good enough. Not my greatest performance in this jet, but oh well, could be worse. Is he going after me? He can go after me. bloody hell. Nearly nailed me. Fox 2! Picked up some speed. I really desperately need the speed right now. This guy's turning. Come on. Fox 2. Ah, damn it. Against. Bloody hell. I don't have any cannons left. Come on, come on. Overshoot me, you bastard. Let's see if we can. Can't clobber this fucking rear. Oh, bloody hell. Never mind, I'm getting hit by another guy and probably dead. Yeah, we're dead. It's been a fun night, guys. I think I'll have to cut it here. It's been fun playing with you guys. This has been a fun night flying out the F4E Phantom II and shooting down Russian and apparently other American jets. Anyways, see you around. It's been fun.